Hello, strangers. Welcome to Albert Reads the Hits. I'm Albert Strange, and this is the secrets behind the number ones. Today, we are in the new millennium, in the year 2000, in the aughts, if you want to consider the entire decade, with the sixth number one song of the decade, of the year. And it is Santana featuring Product G&B, Maria Maria. Everybody knows the song. This was a great song. It was number one for 10 weeks. That's right, 10 weeks. The longest run that year. It wasn't the number one song of the year according to Billboard, but it was number one for the longest amount of time. 10 weeks it was number one. From April 4th until June 10th. The entire month of May, this was the number one song. So that's quite a feat. One of the longest runs in history. Now Smooth, which we won't get to until we finish up 1999, because that's when it hit number one. That song was number one for 12 weeks. So this song didn't quite measure up to that, but 10 weeks, double digits. That's quite a feat. So let's get right to it. Maria Maria from Santana featuring the Product G&B, and English and Spanish in this song, people. So, or strangers, I should say, not people, strangers. So let's see how well my couple of semesters of Spanish helps out with this. All right, ladies and gents, turn up your sound system to the sound of Carlos Santana and the G&B. It's the product of Getaway Blues from the refugee camp. Oh, Maria Maria, she reminds me of a West Side Story. Grown up in Spanish Harlem, she's living the life just like a movie star. Oh, Maria Maria, she fell in love in East LA to the sound of the guitar, yeah, yeah. Played by Carlos Santana. Stop the looting, stop the shooting, pickpocketing on the corner. See, as the rich is getting richer, the poor is getting poorer. Say Mira Maria on the corner, thinking of ways to make it better. In my mailbox, there's an eviction letter, signed by the judge, said see you later. Ahora vengo, mama chula, ahora vengo, mama chula, East Coast. Ahora vengo, mama chula, ahora vengo, mama chula, West Coast. Oh, Maria Maria, she reminds me of a West Side Story. Growing up in Spanish Harlem, she's living the life just like a movie star. Oh, Maria Maria, she fell in love in East LA to the sound of the guitar, yeah, yeah. Played by Carlos Santana. I said a la favela, los calores, the streets are getting hotter. There's no water to put out the fire. Ni gota de esperanza. Se mira Maria on the corner, thinking of ways to make it better. Then I looked up in the sky, hoping of days of paradise. Ahora vengo, mama chula, ahora vengo, mama chula, North Side. Ahora vengo, mama chula, ahora vengo, mama chula, South Side. Ahora vengo, mama chula, ahora vengo, mama chula, worldwide. Ahora vengo, mama chula, ahora vengo, mama chula, open up your eyes. Maria, you know you are my lover. When the wind blows, I can feel you. Through the weather, and even when we're apart, it feels like we're together. Maria, yeah, she reminds me of a West Side Story. Growing up in Spanish Harlem, she's living the life just like a movie star. Maria Maria, oh, she fell in love in East LA to the sounds of the guitar, played by Carlos Santana. Put 'em up, y'all. Carlos Santana with the refugee camp. Wyclef, Jerry Wanda, Mr. Santana, G&B. Yo, Carlos, man, you're making that guitar cry. And that is Maria Maria from Santana featuring the Product G&B. I never knew it was the Product G&B. I always just knew it was Santana. I remember when the song was popular. I remember when this album came out. What was the name of this album? Supernatural, if I remember correctly. Santana was everywhere. It was everywhere. It was just like inescapable. Late 1999 into 2000, Smooth was everywhere. Maria Maria was everywhere. The song after this, Put Your Lights On, Put Your Lights Off, Put Your Lights On. Yeah, with what was his name, with Everlast, if I remember correctly. That was a huge song too. I mean, it was just hit after hit after hit. When it got to the Grammys, he won like 7 or 8 Grammys that year. It was in 2001 when they held it for the year 2000. But one thing I learned about this song won the Grammy for Best Pop Performance by a duo or group with vocals. Um, Product G&B didn't get an actual Grammy for this, even though he was the one singing. David McRae is the one doing most of the singing. Um, that surprises me because I remember Smooth won a couple, um, and I'm pretty sure Rob Thomas walked away with one of the statues at least. So I don't know why Product G&B wouldn't have gotten one. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. But this song was written by Wyclef Jean, Jerry Wanda Duplessis. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Those two were the producers as well. Further writers were Carl Perazzo, Raul Ricao, and Carlos Santana. I'm guessing he wrote the music a bit. Wyclef Jean would later say that the melody riff was inspired by Wu-Tang Clan's the song Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to F with. So there's I'd never knew that. The song is and I'm very familiar with this song. I preferred Smooth to this song, but this is a great song. Great song. I'd never really dug deep into the lyrics before, and as I was reading them, there are some pretty deep lyrics in here. I'm not sure if you know what specific parts they wrote, but this sounds like Wyclef. I know he has a real social consciousness, real social justice consciousness. But this verse: stop the looting, stop the shooting, pickpocketing on the corner. See us, the rich is getting richer, the poor is getting poorer. In my mailbox, there's an eviction letter signed by the judge. Said, "See you later." that's that's some real social commentary there. I mean, that could be, I mean, this was 20 years ago, but that could be today. That's the same thing is happening today. Further along, it makes me wonder if, well, there's a later verse where he sings, Maria, you're my lover. When the wind blows, I can feel you through the weather, and even when we're apart, it feels like we're together. So he says, Maria, you're my lover, but I almost feel like they're not, like they're just together in his mind. Like he's saying how she's done all this stuff. She fell in love in East LA. She doesn't say that she fell in love with him, and she's living life just like a movie star. I don't know if if he is in a relationship with Maria, or if the subject of the song is in a relationship with Maria, or if it's just kind of an aspiration. Maria is an idea, because he refers to her a couple of times as almost like in a dream or hoping, you know. Nigato de Esperanza, se mira Maria on the corner, thinking of ways to make it better. Then I looked up in the sky, hoping of days of paradise. There's a lot of hope, and just wanting, trying to make things better. And I'm not sure if, you know, his thinking of Maria is what's making it better, rather than him actually being with Maria. So there's a lot to unpack in this song. I had never considered how actually deep it is. I always just I remember the line, you know, to the sounds of the guitar, played by Carlos Santana. That's probably the most famous line from this song. So not often you mention yourself in one of your own songs, right? So good for them in any event. 10 weeks at number one, whether they got the Grammy or not, the actual Grammy itself is, I mean, it sucks to not have that on your mantle, but you can still say you were part of a song that won a Grammy. And again, that was just Santana's year. I don't remember the exact number, but he cleaned up that night. It was like when Titanic was in the Academy Awards. It's like, oh, Titanic's nominated, you win. Santana, you're nominated, you win. It's just how things happened that year. It was Santana's year. Super Unknown was a great album, had lots of hits that just overpowered everyone else. I mean, 10 weeks at number one, and this isn't even the song that was number one for the longest off of that album. 10 weeks. There's so many artists that never have 10 weeks at number one for their entire career. And this one song was number one for 10 weeks alone. So, you know, this was right before I graduated from high school. This was late spring of 2000, right before I graduated high school. This was a good time. I remember this. This was a very good time. So this song, well, I'll have very good memories of this song, and what life was like at that time. So, one other thing to add: 325 million views on YouTube. This song has 325 million views on YouTube. Not bad. Not bad for a 20-year-old song. Not bad. Lastly, this song was sampled by DJ Khaled for his song Wild Thoughts. I don't know that song. And on the video on YouTube for this song, for the Santana's Maria Maria, one of the first comments is, "It's great not to hear DJ Khaled in the background." I didn't know what that meant when I was reading it the first time, when I listened to it. But now I know, because he must be all over the background in this Wild Thoughts song. Maybe I should give it a listen. But that's what I have for you, strangers. This is a great song from a great time in my life, a great time to be alive. 2000 was a great year. It was a great year. But do like, share, subscribe, all the things I'm always asking you to do. Find me on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. All my handles are in the description. And lastly, as always, do tip your servers, your bartenders, your drivers, and your delivery drivers. They appreciate it, and I appreciate it for them as well. So I'll see you in the 2010s next time, strangers. It's an Usher song. Here are some other songs from 2000 for you to check out if this is your musical era. I'll be seeing you in the 2010s next time, strangers. Thanks again.